Fourth week in ordinary time, Wednesday reflection. My dear friends, King David, after Absalom's struggle, again comes to a peaceful state. And then he wanted to count the army, the strength of his army. That's exactly why in those days king said to Joab, the commander of the army who was with him, go through all the tribes of Israel from Dan to Beersheba, number the people, that I may know the number of the people. And Joab gave the sum of the numbers of the people to the king. In Israel there was 800,000 valiant men who drew the sword, and the men of Judah were 500,000. But David's heart struck him after he had numbered the people. And David said to the Lord, I have sinned greatly in what I have done. My dear friends, you make the mistake of knowing his strength, not the Lord's. We are called to rely on him all the time. All the time. So he makes this mistake, and the Lord is giving him a chance to choose a punishment. So punishment is a thing. Pain is a teacher. Punishment teaches you something. It gives you a lesson not to do it again, not to cross the boundaries. That's the meaning of punishment. It's not something negative. Always remember, you can at any time, any point, you can make a blunder, a mistake. So what's important that you deal the mistake with the Lord, not with yourself. The moment he realizes that I have done something wrong, he goes to the Lord. The Lord gave him a chance to choose a punishment. That's how the Lord punished the people of God. Punished them. The numbers were reduced. A lot were killed. Don't look at it in a negative way, but then take the message of it. Your strength would be lowered. Your strength would be broken. That's exactly what the Lord is doing. It's a continuous struggle, my dear friends. Continuous struggle. In the gospel we find, at the time Jesus came to his hometown and his disciples followed him, and on the Sabbath he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished, saying, where did this man get these things? What is the wisdom given to him? How are such mighty works done by his hands? Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, and brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simeon? My dear friends, so he's not accepted because of the background. People were so colored. They never understood the message. They condemned the messenger. So it's a struggle. It's a clear struggle in Jesus' part. It's not easy. It's not easy at all when you are rejected. But then remember, this is the formation. This is the formation, the true inner response. In your own struggle, in your own pain, counts a lot, my dear friends. And are not his sisters here with us? And they took offense at him. And Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor except in his hometown and among his relatives and his own household. My dear friends, so it shows the pain. It shows the pain. So pain is a part of life. Rejection is part of life. Pain is a teacher. It teaches you something great. To be focused properly. To journey without giving up, without losing heart. You need that struggle for you to be polished, purified. And Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor. And he could not do mighty work there except that he laid his hand on few sick people and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief. And he went about among the villages teaching. My dear friends, so see the pain of our master. He could not do a miracle, much miracles. Sometimes as a preacher, as a prophet, as a healer, when he could not do, how our hearts fall. Our hearts are broken. We lose strength in the rejection. So that pain was too much. Jesus did, he could not, because they were so hard-hearted. They're so hard-hearted and stubborn because they are stuck with their own imagination and own conclusions. Jesus could not do a miracle. It's important, this word. Not that he did not do, he could not do. So how God becomes helpless with your own pride, isn't it? God is stuck with your ego because he has already given you that freedom, free will. So now, in Jesus' side, how painful it can be. That is the nature of the journey. That is the nature of the journey. How we are put to test. We should never be discouraged. We should never lose heart. Without David, continued the reign, continued his tenure with his own forgiveness after the punishment. A renewed person learnt a lesson not to repeat what happened in the past. That helps him to be mature. That's the nature of the struggle, my dear friends. So it's important that you deal this with the Lord, not any particular human being. No. When you deal this with the Lord, he knows exactly what to do. He will direct you. He will give you strength to bear the struggle and the pain and the trauma. Because pain has a meaning. You know that there is something happening when you are in pain. When you are just lukewarm, when you are just passive, you don't experience that. So there is something happening. Think about your present moment, the struggle that you are going through, that fight that you are fighting. God will never abandon you. He's there for you. He's there with you. Bear this travel, bear the trial, bear the temptation, bear the pain, and it's going to come in handy in the future with lot of color and glamour and glory. Think about this. Have a nice day. May God bless you. God bless you.